Witajcie, jestem Tagi, witam już w drugim odcinku z Hogwarts Legacy. Skończyliśmy to samym miejscu, co jestem teraz, więc ruszajmy do pokoju wspólnego.
Now, which way is the common room?
Kuzyną. Kim ty jesteś? Chodźmy tędy za strzałeczkami. Nie za strzałeczkami, za wskaźnikiem. A to co to? A to nie jest... Proszę krwiu? Witam, witam.
It'll be the next butterbeer. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Musimy porozmawiać z nimi wszystkimi, więc jeszcze 2 osoby z 3. O, mogę zjeść.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
No to dalej się spina.
Revelio.
Dobra, nie będę się tym modlił, chodźmy do...
Oh, what did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor.
Dobra, porozmawiałem ze wszystkimi. Teraz mam się spotkać się z profesorem Louise. To jakiś śmieszny tunel naprawdę.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Co za dziennik?
Here you are.
Kurde, piękny. O!
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Ta książka wygląda ciekawie.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Dobra.
This way. The guide will give you
Lumos,
opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up!
Revelio.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Mamy i przewodnik. Strony przewodnika. Okulary.
Clever, isn't it?
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Mamy skrzyneczkę i kotkę. Kotka.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Dobra. Odkryto punkt szybkiej podróży po mini-fiu. Możesz stworzyć w aktualnym momencie, a szybko podróżować to polowanie odkrytych po mini-fiu. Dobrze.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I adore the hustle and bustle of Central Hall.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Coś tajemnicy.
They've a rare
Profesor Fig mówił,
aptitude for magic, it seems.
stary unikać tego tematu.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Levioso czy Accio? Myślę, że wydaje, że Accio się nam bardziej przyda.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Dobra, idziemy na lekcji zaklęć. Szuj zaczarowany kompas. Szuj zaczarowany kompas doprowadzi do tego, czego szukasz.
Revelio.
Ten dźwięk oznacza stronę przewodnika. Ale na razie... O, to przejdźmy.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
No to było coś po drodze.
Revelio.
She put a bow truckle under my bed.
Some of us don't.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Nowe zaklęcie, Akio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Dobra, to chodźmy za tym typem.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres
Zaklęcie
and
próbujące
relinquish your
Accio
charge
przyciąga co bliżej
at the
osoby
last
rzucającej
possible moment.
przytrzymanie erytwami.
Think of
Wpisany
this
przycisk,
like
gdy rzucić
gobstones,
akcję
if you will.
przyciągający
But
gdzieś.
instead of throwing
Puść
the
erwawy
marbles
w
out,
zasięg.
you are summoning them toward you. Accio, the trick is to pull this. Excellent control there.
Nie.
Don't lose your composure.
Naprawdę?
That's it. Very good. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
O kurczaczki.
You'll be the blues,
Jeden na
just as
jeden?
before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. That is how it's
Może to
done.
też trochę w sobie czytować. Wzmocno to podobno pokażę. To już zadziała. O, kurde bym. Pięknie. To się da na pewno zresztą. Co dobrze ci idzie? Co dobrze. Trzeba to zmienić.
You are not making this easy for me, are you? Let us do this.
Papa. Musimy zasłaniać szczerze.
There we go.
O kurde, za daleko.
Stay focused.
Dobra.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
A co ty dałeś? O nie.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
That's it.
Misha.
Spokojnie teraz grę.
Nicely done. Let us see this.
Ja się popchnij. Dobra, i teraz...
There we go.
Nie, ale jest... Aha.
Happens to the best of us.
No dobrze.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you
A
can
word,
use
if you would.
humans,
Oczywiście,
if you're
że tak.
so inclined.
Well,
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
You know
I
it was
trust
worth
your
it.
first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Pierwsza lekcja. No, ukończona.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Fajnie. O. Chodź. No. No i myślę.
Revelio.
Ta skrzynka jest.
And by the look of it, the Minister for Magic
What's
was
that?
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
A ja to otworzyłem, jest... No dobra.
Revelio.
Panie, że otworzyłem. Nawet szczerze, to nie wiem, randomowo to zrobiliśmy, ale... Skrzynka jest gdzieś tam wysoko. To idziemy po skrzyneczkę. Gdzieś niżej jest ta skrzyneczka.
Revelio.
Dobra, tam na razie potrzebuję tych skrzyneczek. Tu mamy skrzynkę. Czyżby nad... Nie. Co to jest? To trochę przypomina... Jak Hermiona wtedy robiła ten... To było w komnacie tajemnic, dwie części. Jak Hermiona robiła eliksir, ja nie wiem jak się nazywał. Eliksir przemiany. Wyprawa i Goyle, z tego co pamiętam.
Revelio.
Dobra. Jakie mamy misje? Żadne, oprócz tej. Więc lecimy na tą misję. Osadze? Nie. A no bo coś dostaliśmy. 2 obrony. Boże święty. Zmień wygląd. Mes. Dobra, dawaj to mi tutaj. To... Latające wierzchowce, miotła, futerurze, kolekcje, wyzwania, misje, legendarne rękawice, strony przewodnika, uroczyste okulary Hogwartu. Są chyba style, o ile się nie mylę. Tego mnie tutaj średnio obchodzi. Dobra, lecimy.
Revelio.
To jest strona mignęło. Nie wróćcie mnie coś w komentarzach, jeśli was interesuje, co znajduje się. Znajduje się w stronach. To można zrobić leciutko przerwę, to się spauzujecie. O co? Jakiś. Dobra, chodźmy na tą obronę. Lekcje obrony przed czarną magią. Pierwszy kwis od razu zbierzemy. Tylko tu jest skrzynka nade mną. Gdzieś. No dobra. Ciuchcie z skrzynkami, robimy misję.
Got.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Dobra, uczymy się już 3. czy tam 4. zaklęcia. Tym razem Levios. Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise Levioso. Well done.
Levioso. Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm
My students for this adept.
stupid. Levioso.
I do join my duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hejka. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hejka in a duel.
Levioso. Accio.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Zajęcie z obrony przed czarną magią. Misja ukończona. 3. level. Dobra. A zróbmy poboczną misję, czemu by nie?
Revelio.
Dobra, to nie pora na szukanie. A to co to?
Lumos.
O! Byliśmy w tym pokoju, ale mi się nie chce. Nie ma. Możemy się później pobawić z takimi rzeczami. Na razie sobie ogarnijmy jakieś podstawowe spele. No bo... defensywne. Jak to no, można powiedzieć, że defensywne.
Revelio.
A to co?
Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio.
I could undo all that happened that day, I would!
To, o czym profesor Hejka mówiła, o tym smoku i tak dalej.
Accio. Lumos. Levioso.
O, mam stronę. Warto zmarnować, warto ten...
Revelio.
No.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Dlaczego by nie?
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Jakie fajerwerki?
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ono nie grozi. To jest nielogiczne. Ja nie wiedziałem, że od tego to zależy. Chodź tu. O ty. Lubię się naprawdę. A co? Święty? To już jest zapoznane. Nie ma takiej opcji. Co tu?
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Skrzyżowane różdżki, runda pierwsza została ukończona.
Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
No to mi to przyznała, ale tamten nie był. tutaj nie będzie szybciej? Nie wiem, dlatego będzie, że będzie szybciej, czy nie będzie szybciej. No, to jest na pewno szybciej.
Revelio.
Werno. Kotek. Ale piękny. Ciekawe z kotków i rodzaj. Dobra.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same
Gredek.
thing.
No nie jest gredek.
Perhaps you could help.
Smyk jakiś.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecate and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a
To
capable young
jest.
wizard.
Czy rozumiem jakieś barwy? Albo
He'll
ja...
keep you well clear of any of
zazwyczaj?
Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Wróć do profesora. Nie. Kolejna kicia. Nowa misja dostępna. Tutaj w Hogsmeade. Wymaganie Ripero. Starożytna magia. I co? I rzut starożytnej magii. O kurde. Wróć do posady na Ripero. Dobra, wyzwanie. Mam misję. Okej. Więcej tutaj nic nie mamy ciekawego.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Repero. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in
Szkoda, że
handy.
to nie
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio. This is the right area. Got it.
Jest jedna. Oj, levela dostałem.
A flying page must be around this. Brilliant.
Mamy.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Dobra, kolejne zaklęcie. Reparo.
Of your magic.
Kurde. Myślę, że mogę przytrzymać.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio. Levioso.
Dobra, mi się wydaje, że już zakończymy ten odcinek. W następnym odcinku wybierzemy się do Hogsmeade. Więc dziękuję za oglądanie i siema.